This should find the short grass. Currently -5. Currently leading. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, this would be handy if he could bounce right. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Oh, what a great stroke. Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole. The bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Needs this to kick a bit left. Yeah, nicely played. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And back to the play, shall we? This putt to get to 7 under the car. Was on a good line. Par putt coming up here. And that putt will drop. Well done. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
You can get great connection on this one. The rough's not going to cause any trouble. It's sitting good. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Yeah, that one will play. This putt is 16 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, so close. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. A good putt. Will hold. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. Finishing hole of the front nine at TPC Scottsdale is a solid par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. The big hitters will get after this hole, as there's plenty of room down the left-hand side. Although if you challenge that bunker on the right off the tee, it gives you just a short wedge into a green. It's only guarded by a pot bunker at the front and then a back right bunker. A chance here to make a birdie. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
8 days a week, that rhythm works.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Opting for the 6-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Good shot there. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
Okay, steady now. Well, yeah, it's a bit disappointing. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Ooh, nice line. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
After 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Benny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That was a beauty.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Let's take a look at Lydia Ko, shall we? Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Currently in first position. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards. Over 300 yards from the tee as well.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Chance to move to 8 under here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Now leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 12 for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Well, you're a ball striker, there's no doubt about that.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And down she goes.
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
6 feet remaining to the cup.
Starts off on a good line.
That putt went a bit long there. An opportunity to make their par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Sitting at -8 for the tour for the 13th. It's one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage for around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. 2 wins so far this season. This is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
That's too bad. Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
That's frustrating. It's just about 3 feet away. It never feels nice. A 3-putt par here. That fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with John Rahm trailing in 2nd place. That's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Going with the 8 iron here.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
And he's holed it. What a shot.
Astounding. Simply astounding. What a hole out. What a play.
Well, that's certainly worth another look.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
Switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. Can she pull ahead now?
Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make the birdie. This shot from around 210 yards. Oh, that looked like a bit of an ugly swing there.
No. Fuck.
And that one's headed to the drink. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. This one is for bogey. That was a gallant attempt. This putt is for double bogey. And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey.
Just a small sliver of a lead. This could go any different direction down the stretch.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 316. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Play, leading with intent. Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Get in the hole. Super shot, that. Ooh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Leading by 3 strokes now.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale is an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. If you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the tie.
Oh no.
Good looking shot this. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
Little birdie looking here.
That's pretty tidy. Fair effort, that. Good birdie.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently at 10 under par overall. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the church pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. Once you hit this shot, make sure you get at the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Well played. The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling?
No.
50,000 sets of eyes focused on you.
Getting ready to play their third. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. And this putt for the tournament. Oh, just missed.
So close.
Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. We're in Pacific Palisades, California, at that famed Riviera Country Club. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and this is one of the architectural gems in the game of golf. Designed by George C. Thomas back in 1926 and still a masterpiece to this day.
I think if you take a poll of all the PGA Tour players, especially the ones that are here this week, they are going to say Riviera is their favorite golf course on tour. And not just by a little bit, I'm talking by a long shot. I know it is for me. I absolutely loved when I got here. Couldn't wait to get inside the building, the locker room, and go down and see all the past champions photos. And actually, I go by and see the Hogan statue every single year. I mean, this is Hogan's Alley. This is where he was just so dominant. And it's one of those courses where it is a ball striker's paradise, as Mr. Hogan would have loved. Easy opening tee shot at the first, easy hole around the first, but once you turn and come back up number two, you better know what you're doing with the golf ball, because if you don't, we're going to find out real quick. Favorite hole on the golf course got to be, by a long shot, number 14. Why? Because I made a hole-in-one. It got me a car there. Happy days all around. I've got some great memories around this golf course, but that is the biggest one by far. But I tell you, Luke, I am the happiest I've ever been when I get on site. But when they make us leave on Sunday, I'm going to shed a tear. I'm sad.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today. This one's for birdie. Just didn't drop. 4 feet to the cup. For the par.
That's a rock solid par right there.
He's currently tied for 4th. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Going with the 5-iron here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
And now we head to the 7th, where this happened just a moment ago. Fine effort from our man, currently chasing the leader. And here we are with the 3rd shot. And a par putt awaits him. And there it is. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the 3rd hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
A fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
You like that, didn't you? Time for the second shot into the 3rd. To have opted for the 8-iron. Hope it gets a good kick to the left.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Surely it's going to.
Well played. Currently 1 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 4th has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
A sensational shot, the chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Hamman on the ground. John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Xander Schauffele as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
Come on, don't be shy.
Oh, that was absolutely perfect. And he'll move into the top 10. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Which the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
playing this shot from about 180 yards. He shares the lead. And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. And this is an extremely long putt. They might even have to hinge on this one.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Putting for par. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Yeah, you'll take that. Rich, always like going back and looking at T-Dub and some of the magnificent stuff he delivers.
This was his third.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Going with the 6-iron here. Exit. Stays lefty.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Oh, so close. That's hold, but they seem to be losing a bit of their momentum.
Yeah, making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in down here with Justin Rose as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement, I should say.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. You find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hold your putt.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
This putt for a spot in the top 5. Okay, steady now. This is a par putt. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. A great shot here in the 8th, and a chance for birdie. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Well, that'll play, and that will take him to 1 under. He finds himself in a share of 4. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse ridge. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Chosen the pitching ridge here. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left.
Oh.
Gee, there's some energy and action going on all around this property. Wonder what's happened. Let's have a look at this highlight. Setting up for the first cut here, the green. Feet to the cup.
He's got this for his part.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. We'll hold. All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
2 down, 9 to go. I gotta say, I like this player's chances.
I hope you pack the bucket and spade because you're heading to the sand. Sitting at -1, currently tied for 4th place. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just a couple back from our leader. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
3 wins already this season. Looks like that ball had a magnet in it for the bunker. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 shots off the lead. And this putt's moving to 3rd. Right by the hole. A par putt awaits. That's frustrating. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Hey guys, we are checking in down here with Justin Rose as he gets set for his next shot here on the 16th.
And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This one's heading towards the rough, I think. That got a little out of control, I think.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Great touch. Really nicely played.
Great touch.
So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Second shot here on the 13th. Going with the 8-iron here. Clever play that. Just get it back into the fairway. And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot. Opting for the 6-iron. Even for the day. Currently tied for 5th place. And he's down there. You got a read?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer. This is what they have left for par.
Ouch, that hurts. This putt is about 8 feet. Was on a good line. Yeah, this his next putt now for double bogey. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
He needs this to save par. This is buckets. A bit more on that one. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Good looking putt. Yeah, nicely holed. Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier. Our current leader showing us why they're on top.
I gotta say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Currently at +3 for the event. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4, although if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Getting ready to play their third. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
It's tracking. Yeah, we'll take that. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The 16th at Riviera, Rich, is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Has he hit it? No, doesn't quite look like it. Well done. And he needs this to save par. Looks good off the blade. That was a gallant attempt. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Let's head to the last hole for this wonderful highlight. Let's recap this big putt. And after that effort, that's how it looks. And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Ooh, bold play here, going with the chief off the tee.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, Next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
I get the book bags out of there. Them Mason book bags. Yeah, my mouth. Oh.
Playing their fourth shot. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Judging it beautifully.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Finishing hole at Riviera, famous for so many exciting finales in the tournament history. Rich, take us through the tee shot and approach.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
And here we are with the third shot. That's a well-played chip shot there.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And that brings to close today's round. Well, Rich, I think it's fair to say that this player struggled with their game this week.
Hey, Luke, I gotta say, not the performance that this player was expecting, but I gotta say, I personally got a few chuckles out of the round seeing some of the places they hit it. I thought it was pretty fun.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elby, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.